Okay, so now let's do a quick revision of estimating the questions. Why I have taken this topic? Because this topic is something new which you have not done in class 5. And here you will see in estimating the questions, certain instructions which you were having in previous exercises are missing here. Instructions like round off to nearest 10, round off to nearest 100, all these instructions are missing. In such a case, what you will do and how you will be doing, I'll be teaching you again in this video. So suppose now I have a number that is 574 divided by 36. Now in this case, how will I understand till where we have to round off, till where I have to round off? So what I'll do, simple is the solution. If suppose a number is given in hundreds, now this is a number which is given in hundreds. Why? Because it is 574. And this is a number which is given in tens. This is what? 36. So if a number is given in hundreds, that means it has to be round off till 100 place value. Now let's round off this number to this place value. So we are going to see the digit which is on the right hand side. Let me write this number as well here. Okay, so let's round off this number. So we see that the digit on right hand side is 7. Now this is more than 5. So what will happen? It will give plus 1 to the digit mentioned on the place value. So 5 will become 6, and this digit and all the digits after this limit all become what? 0, 0. Now this is the new number. This is the estimated number. Now suppose now we have another number that is 36. Let's round it off. Now no such instructions are given. You can see no such instructions are given in the copy also. So what I will do, I will round off to nearest tens place. I will look at the digit which is on the right hand side. The digit is what? 6. It is more than 5. So it will give plus 1 to the digit mentioned on the place value. So it will become what? Now the number will become 4. This will become 4. 3 plus 1 will give you 4. And this will become what? 0. So the two new numbers formed are 600. This is the new thing. Now we have to divide it. We are going to do direct division as we have done direct multiplication. 0, 0. Now what is left? 60 divided by 4. If you want to cancel it further, you can cancel it. If you want to divide it, then the same way you can do that way also. Okay. Suppose I am dividing it. Okay. It will go how many times? 1 time. 2 will be the answer. It will go how many? 0 will come down. Yes or no? And 20 will go how many times? 5 times. So what is my answer? 15. Even if you are doing what? Even if you are not dividing it and you are cancelling here also. Here only. 2, 30. And we know 2 and 2, 15 is what? 15. 20 to 15 will give you 30. So it can be cancelled by 2's table as well. So here you can get direct answer. Even if you are dividing, in that case also you will get the correct answer. Now let's take another case. Let's take a number in thousands. In your books you will not find such kind of sums, because in your books they have given only hundreds divided by tens number. Okay, now this is a 1000 number which is divided by 100, and this is what? Estimation, not that division which you have learned in 4th and 5th. This is estimation. You have to calculate the estimated values. Now this is a number which is given in 1000. So let's round it off till 1000 place value. Now this is what? This number, this digit is on 1000. So we are going to look at the digit which is on the right hand side. Now this is 5 more, and the rule is what? It should be either 5 or more than 5. So it will give plus 1 to the digit mentioned on the place value. So 3 will get plus 1. So it will become 4. And all the digits from here, all these 3 digits will become 0, 0. So this is your new number. New number, that means estimated number here. Now 413 is a next number which we are dividing by. Now this 413 is a number in 100. So we will round off till 100 place value. We are going to round off to 100 place value. So we are going to look at the digit which is on the right hand side. Now the right hand side digit is what? 1. It's less than 5. So what will happen? It will simply become 0, 0. This will become 0. This will remain the same, and all the digits after this limit, the right hand side number digit limit, all becomes what? 0, 0. So now the two required numbers are what? 4000 and 400. Let's divide them. It will go 10 times. So the answer is what? 10. Now let's take another case. 275 or this is my question. Okay. Now let's divide it. 2750. Now this is a number in thousands. No instructions are given till where I have to round it off. So I'll round it off to 1000 place. Now this belongs to 1000. So I will look at the digit which is on the right hand side. Now this is more than 5. So what it will do? It will give +1 to the digit mentioned on the place value. It's going to give +1 to the digit mentioned on the place value. And it itself becomes 0. It will ensure that all the other digits after it will become 0, and this bit digit 2 plus 1 will give you 3. Now what happened is, let me revise it. Right hand side number becomes 0 and all digits after it become 0, and before once what happened, if we are adding something, it will be added. If nothing is added, then it remains the same. Now the next number is what? 33. Okay, now let's round it off. No instructions are given, so we'll round it off nearest to tens place. So we are going to look at the digit which is on the right hand side. Now this right hand side digit is what? Less than 5. So it will become 0 and this will, digit will remain the same. So now the two new numbers are what? 3000 and 30. So 3000 divided by 30, they both have to be divided. 100 will be your answer. So these are the cases. Till now I have discussed with you 3 examples, and in all 3 cases what you found? You found that the answers were coming in whole numbers. Now I will be discussing certain cases in which you will get the answer in decimal number. In that case, what will be you will be doing and what will be the treatment? This will be taught. I will be teaching you now. Now, if the answer comes in decimal, now in this case, what you will do? If suppose the answer is your decimal number, it comes in decimal or it is a decimal number, or what you will do? Now suppose, let me take a case, and I am taking what? Let me take a case of the 74 divided by 34. Now both the numbers are in tens. I will round them off. 74 will become 70 because this right hand side digit is less than 5, so it will become 0 and the other part will remain the same. 34, this right hand side digit is less than 5, it will become 0 and the left hand side digit will remain the same. So now 70 divided by 30. 7 divided by 3. Now what you will do, you will divide and see what is the answer coming in decimal point. The answer is coming 2.3. Okay, now I have to give the answer in whole numbers. Answers in estimation, you have to, in estimating the questions, have to be given in whole numbers, not in decimal number. So I have to round off this decimal number. In rounding of decimal number, you simply see the digit which is coming after the decimal point. If it is 5 or more than 5 or it is less than 5, what you will see all these things. Now I know just after the decimal point the digit is 3. Now this is what? Less than 5. So what we were doing in the previous exercise, the same we will do here also. Now it is less than 5. So it will become 0 and this will remain the same. So now the new number, now the answer is what? 2.0, and I told you 2.0 is nothing but 2. Is it clear? Now let me take one more example. Suppose my number is 893 divided by 23. Okay, 893 divided by 23. No instructions are given till where I have to round it off. So this number will be rounded off to 100 place and this to tens place. So 893, the right hand side digit is what? 9. And in 223, the right hand side digit is what? 3. This is more than 5 and this is less than 5. So this more than 5 will give plus 1 to the digit mentioned on the place value. So 9 will become 0, 3 will become 0 and 8 plus 1 will give you 9. 2 and 3, now this 3 right hand side digit is less than 5. So it will become 0 and the other part will remain the same. So these two are the new numbers which have to be divided. Now 900 divided by 20, cancelled. Okay, now if you want to cancel it further, you can cancel it. If you do not, then you can simply divide and you can get the answer. Now if I am directly cancelling here, what will happen? I know 2 ones are 2. Okay, it will go 4 times, 8 will come, 8 times 4 2s are 8, but here 9 is given, so 1 will be the remainder, 1 will come here and will become 10, and this 10 will go how many times? 5 times. So what is my answer? 45. Now here I haven't got the answer in decimal number, but in case you get the answer in decimal number, let me discuss few cases with you all. Let me take one more example and then I'll discuss few cases of rounding of the decimal numbers. Let me take the last case. For example, suppose a number is 868 divided by 38. This is question number 10 of exercise 1F. Suppose this is my question. Okay, now no instructions are given. In your book you will find all the numbers are given either in hundreds or in tens. You will not find any number in thousands. If any number is mentioned in 1000, then you have to round off till 1000 place value. Now this is a number in 100, 868. So I'll round it off till 100 place value. Okay, this place value. So I am going to look at the digit which is on the right hand side, the 6th digit. Now this is what? More than 5. So it will give plus 1 here and itself will become 0. This will become 0, this will become 0 and 8 plus 1 will give you 9. Now 38. Okay, now this right hand side digit is 8. It will give plus 1 here to the digit mentioned on the place value. This will become 4 and 8 will become 0. So these are the two new numbers obtained. So 900, let's divide them both. 900 divided by 40. 0, 0 cancelled. Okay, so now what is left? 90 divided by 4. We know it goes 2 times. 1, 0 will come down. 2 will go. Okay, it will go twice. 8, 2, 0, and I know it will go, we know that it will go 22, 5 times. So now the answer is what? 22.5. This is a decimal number, but I want the answer in whole number. Whole number means what? It should not have any decimal point, neither decimal part or decimal number. It should not be a decimal number, it should be a simple plain number. So now 22.5, I will look at the digit which is coming just after the decimal point. Now this digit is 5. Okay, and the rule is what? 5 or more than 5. Then you have to give plus 1 here and it becomes what? 0 plus 1, it will become 3 and this is what? 2. And 23.0 is 23. So if there are certain numbers, for example, if you are getting answer 11.7, if you are getting answer 29.3, then 89.5, and suppose these are the cases, and you have to round these numbers off to, or you have to make them to whole numbers. You are going to simply see the digit after the decimal point. Here the digit is what? 7. It is more than 5. So this will become 0. And it will give plus 1 here and it will become what? 12. So this will be the treatment, and 12.0 is 12. Now 29.3. Okay, now after decimal just have to see the digit after decimal point, whether it is 5, more than 5 or less than 5. Okay, and you know the two rules are rounding off, so you can simply apply the rules. Now the digit here is 3, it is less than 5. So it is going to, what will happen? This digit 3 will become 0 because it is less than 5 and it will give no addition, nothing will be there. So it will simply remain here what? 29. So the answer will be 29. 89.5. Okay, we are going to apply the second rule of rounding off. If the digit is 5 or more than 5, it gives plus 1 to the digit mentioned on the place value. So it is 5, so it will give plus 1 here, and it will become what? Itself become 0. Okay, and 9 plus 1 will give you what? 10. So 1 will go here, 8 plus 1, 9. Or we can do directly 89 plus 1 is equals to 90. Suppose the case is this 112.3. So we know 3 is less than what? 5. So this 3 is less than 5. It will not give any plus 1, plus 2, whatever. So it will become 0, and this will remain the same. So this is how you do the conversion of a decimal number to a whole number. Hope the topic is clear to you and you will be able to solve the exercise.